Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, I'm just going to discuss Gemini as a sun sign in Vedic astrology. So with Gemini here, the sun does get along with Mercury, which is the governor of Gemini. These guys are very much able to be very versatile, analytical. They're very conscientious of where they stand in social hierarchies, and they are very dominant when it comes to financial ventures. It's believed that Mercury does bless the sun sign Gemini people with having great wealth, with making good connections, and being very powerful, especially in a political sphere. This is something that you should definitely consider if you are a Gemini, according to this astrology. In this one, you're going from about June 14th to July 14th, give or take a day. And this does change our whole outlook because for myself, I would be considered a Gemini in the regular tropical Western version of astrology. But in this one, I'm actually a Taurus. So it does change my zodiac sign. It might change yours as well, depending on your date of birth. Mine would be May 25th. So you need to make sure that you're looking at the descriptions that I'm giving based on the Vedic astrology versus the tropical. Because even if you're saying, oh, well, I'm a Gemini in the tropical, this doesn't really matter if it doesn't fall on the dates that the Eastern side is saying, okay? So Gemini here, the reason why it gets along so well is because it really has a good relation with the sun. Unless Mercury is not really well placed in your natal chart, this will make you have like a lack of knowledge, a lack of wisdom, lack of mental fortitude. And pretty much a lot of people, according to the Vedics, they believe that when Mercury is weak in your chart, you may even require like special needs, things like autism and so forth is associated with that as well. That, and then obviously with cripples, it's like Saturn and so forth, which we'll discuss in a future video. But to go back to the main concept of Gemini here with Mercury, Mercury makes these people have a very good communication. They're able to have a sharp intellect, really think through things rather quickly. So a lot of ideal occupations is if you're a Gemini, according to this ideology, you could get into anything such as like acting. You guys are definitely still very chameleon-like. The description still remains the same. You guys are able to do things like within business. You guys are very innovative, so you're adaptable to different environments, different circumstances. You guys can go anywhere in the world and pretty much make money. Politics is like the highest one though, because of your speech. The way you guys speak is impeccable. So if you're able to really use that to your advantage, you're going to be able to get ahead in life rather quickly. If you get into things like you're given politics and wherever you are, you'll get ahead very fast. If you get into things like journalism, being somebody who's into advertising, sales, marketing, make sure you're using your verbal skills to your advantage. Remember, Gemini governs the third house. It's all about intellect, communication, education, all of those things. So if you're able to use your natural brain power to get ahead in life, it's just going to make your life that much more easy. Of course, your moon and rising sign do matter as well, but where your sun sign is placed is going to matter a lot in regards to your life path. So with Gemini, the way to get some extra luck, you can use the color green. It'll work very well for you. Gems such as like jade and emerald will work very well for you guys as well. And if you start any businesses, make sure you start on either a Wednesday or days that add up to 5. So obviously the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd will work very, very well for you guys, as numerologically speaking, the 5 represents Mercury, and Gemini, of course, represents Mercury as well. So those mercurial days will work very well for you and speed up the process of whatever it is that you're doing. If you just want that extra push of good luck, even wear green that day or have an object of green nearby, and then sort of breathe it into existence. Another thing is that because you guys are an air sign, you guys are able to do things with your food and with your water that can actually help you manifest a lot quicker. So things such as like blowing on your food and thinking about what you want is actually going to work for you guys because your throat chakra, which is right here, is more naturally activated than most people's are. Another thing that you guys can do is talk into your water as well. So let's say this is a cup of water, it's just my hand, but let's make believe. And you're able just to talk into it like this and say, I want to have 1 million subscribers today, or I want to have 1 million subscribers in 2 years. I want to have a liquid income of blah, blah, blah. That's going to work. And then when you drink that water, it ingests inside of your body, and then your body and your subconscious activate and do the rest. Okay? This is how the Vedics did a lot of things. This is also believed how they actually were able to build pyramids and different sculptures and things that we can't even build right now with our technology. They were able to do it back then using sound vibration and using their mental acumen and knowing what people's star signs were and designated them specific tasks. So all this stuff really does matter. If you take it seriously and look at what your yogic energy is, meaning what your sun sign is, what your moon sign is, what your ascendant is, you're going to get ahead in life a lot faster. These are simply cheat codes and they're there for you to use. So my conclusion on the Gemini video, guys, is simply this. Understand, it goes between June 14th and July 14th. Even if you're a May Gemini like me, unfortunately we got left out. We're not in that one. We're considered more so Taurus. So look at what Taurus is in my prior video if you want to know that. If you're a Gemini and you're actually still considered a Gemini, meaning you're born June 14th or after, you're good to go. Look at what I said, wearing the lucky colors, the lucky days, the different business that you can use using your voice, using your verbal skills, using that mental acumen, and you'll definitely achieve a lot of good success. If you guys do have any questions about it whatsoever, or think this doesn't relate to you or doesn't really ring any bells, you can ask me some questions. I'll probably just need like your birthday, birth time to see where Mercury was in your chart to see whether or not it's actually going to play a good role in your life or not. But aside from that, guys, that should conclude this video. Like I said right before, any questions whatsoever, any comments, leave it down there for me. If you have a private question, hit me up at Shemsuniverse 8.0 on Instagram, and I'll help you out. Aside from that, guys, like, subscribe, follow me. It's it for today, guys. Peace.